for joining me today on this strength circuit. So we've got 11 exercises that we're going to do 10 reps each of. If you want to do more than one set, feel free to just keep rewinding the video and repeat however many times you have, depending on the time that you've got. Now, ideally, we want to do this with some dumbbells or kettlebells or resistance bands, or maybe even milk bottle, tomato sauce bottle, cans from the kitchen, whatever you've got. But it's completely fine to do everything without a weight as well. And put on some music that's going to keep you energized and pumping. Let's get going. We're going to start off with a little warm up where we mobilize through the joints. So we'll circle the ankle and working on our balance at the same time, and back the other way. So this is going to help us move more efficiently and safely when we're warmed up appropriately. Let's go over to the other side. And reverse. Good. Then we're going to bring the knees together and roll the knees. So straighten them completely at the back, bending them in the front. So this is called dynamic stretching and moving. Back the other way. Lubricating the joints. Good. And then we're going to step nice and wide, come into the hips. And then back the other way. We're going to come back into our balancing. So lifting up one leg, flex the foot so it's nice and active. And draw a big circle with that hip. And then back the other way. Kick and around. And then other side. So ideally trying to do this without holding on to something, but if you need to, that's okay too. And then reverse, kick and around. Right, and then softening into the knees. I'm going to open up the chest and then round the spine and scoop the belly. Inhale, shoulders back and down. Exhale, round once more. And then letting the arms flop like spaghetti, twisting into your thoracic spine, your shoulders as much as possible. And then creating fists, big circles all the way around. Let's do one more. And then back the other direction. Last one. And then we'll come into a nice side stretch, opening up the side body. Other side. Good, and then finally the neck. So shoulders back, standing tall. Nice and slow and gentle, chin to chest, ear to shoulder, all the way around. And then once more the other way. Good. Shake it out. Hopefully feeling some warmness in the body. Now we'll do a little jog on this. Go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hopefully feeling nice and warm. So our first exercise is going to be our sumo squat. So grabbing a dumbbell, kettlebell, anything that you've got, or just do this without any weight. The shoulders back and down, nice and tall. You come deep and then squeeze the glutes at the top.
Got 5 more. Last one. All right. And grabbing some dumbbells, or once again, do this without any weight. Feet hip distance apart, parallel. And then I want you to imagine that you're pulling your feet apart, not to the point that your knees go outwards, but just until you feel that activation all the way up into your glutes, shoulders back, hinge at the hips, and then bring the arms up overhead. Three more. Last one. Beautiful work. We'll keep one of these weights. Just holding it up at your chest, or once again, you can just have your hands free. You're going to step to the side into a lateral lunge. So we're hinging at the hips, bending into the knee, trying to keep one leg straight. Four more, those sides. Last one. And release. So now coming into forward lunges. I'm going to try, I'll do side on. I'm going to try and keep the hips level up onto the toe of that back foot. Palms facing forward, shoulders back and down. Now if you don't have any weights, you can just have the arms down by your side. And we're just going up and down. If you want to add on, we're going to do a bicep curl. Down, curl, and up. Down, curl, and up. 4, 5, and 4, got the wobbles, and 3, 2, and 1. Great, let's swap. So if you are doing it with dumbbells, you don't want to go your max weight for your biceps because you're doing 20 reps, not 10. Four more, and it's up to you how low you go into this lunge. And 2. Last one. And release. Right, then we're going to come into our push-ups. Now, if you want to do this on the wall or on the kitchen bench, you can. So coming up onto your toes, pushing in and out. Or we can come down onto the floor. You can stay in a tabletop position if you're just starting out. So elbows don't go directly out to the side though. They're like an upside down V shape. So bend and then push back up. Cool. Or adding more load is dropping the hips forward, making sure we're not dumping. So keeping your belly switched on and down, all the way up. Or you can do the full. So you want to keep your shoulder blades from squeezing together so it's not a row. You want to keep them nice and still. So then we can really work into the chest. Last one. Beautiful. We'll stretch. All right, then coming into a row. Now, if you have a bench or a chair to use, it is nice to come into a folded over shape, so the straight spine, so then we're really working against gravity. You can always do this on the floor as well, or if you'd rather stay standing, just come into a leaning position. So I'm going to pull elbow up and release. So firm through the belly. Elbow stays close to the body. And then on that last one, keep it up, extend and bend. So you may need to do this with a lighter weight. The triceps are not quite as strong as all your back muscles. Last one. Good, and release. Now if you don't have a weight, you'll find you still come into that position and do this enough. Just do extra reps. You'll still feel a lot of activation. And for the row, you can do more of a fly, so then you can still feel activation in your back, even without any weight. So firming through the belly, nice and straight spine, row, release. Good, holding it up, stand and bend, keeping that shoulder blade back, core on, straight spine. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Oh, I felt that one. All right, so now we're going to come down onto the floor. Right, now we're going to come down onto the floor for our bridges. You can do this with or without a weight. Having it on your hips. Have the feet hip distance apart, but you don't want them too close to the bum. So a good gauge of where to have them is if you lift your legs up into a tabletop position, keep that shape and then drop it down. Have them hip distance, arms down by your side. If your shoulders tend to tense up, just have them up above. So lift the hips up, and then when you get to the top, really tuck your tailbone under and push your pubic bone towards your face. So that protects your lower back and it really forces your hamstrings to come on as well. And then you lead with the bum back down. So lift and tuck, back down. Last one. Beautiful. Now wrap your belly in, push your lower back into the floor, which is called the imprint position. You're going to lift lift, lower, lower, lift, lift, lower, lower. You can stay with that or stay here and just tap down and lift, just making sure your lower back doesn't lift off the floor. Option to add onto it with the arm. And if you want to add more load onto your core, you can do a straight leg. So keeping the core wrapped on as though you've got a corset around your belly. Pelvic floor pulling up about 20% like you're trying to stop yourself from peeing. And then using your breath as well. So exhaling out through the mouth, in through the nose. I've lost count. Let's do 3 more. And the breath out through the mouth is like blowing out a candle. Beautiful. Just do a little twist from side to side. And then we'll roll onto your side. Have the elbow under your shoulder. You can either keep the knees stacked and raise the hips here, or you can come into a full side plank here. We're going to hold 30 seconds. So 10 more. And down. Let's go straight over to the other side. So either on your knees, elbow under the shoulder, or extending out long. I have to look at my timer on my wrist. We've got 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last exercise. You can either have your knees down. If it's too much weight bearing on your wrists, you can come down onto your elbows as well. Or the high version, feet a little bit wider than your hips. You're going to rotate. So open and down. Swiveling the feet with you as you go. Four more. All right. That was round 1. Have a drink.
Well done, everyone. Time for some stretches. Laying down, we're going to bring one knee in towards the belly, getting a good squeeze. You're going to pull the leg over your body and then reach behind with your arm, palm facing up. So we're really opening up through the chest, the back, the belly, and into the glutes as well. So ideally getting both shoulders down to the floor, and then wherever your knee can go to from there. But if you need to adjust that for your body, that's okay. Come through center and swap legs. So breathing deep in and out of the nose, in and out of the belly. And deepening the breath, so we're calming the nervous system. Let's bring your arms into a cactus position, legs nice and wide. And we windshield wiper the legs from side to side, which is really nice for the lower back and the hips. And then if you want to deepen the stretch, fall to one side, your bottom foot comes up on top of that top knee to deepen it. And then you can turn your head away. And over to the other side. And back to center, your glute stretch. We bring one foot up on top of your thigh and then hug that knee in as far as you can. If you need to keep the foot on the floor, if that's intense enough, that's okay too. And then unwind and swap. And hug your knees in. You can either roll to your side and come up, or rock and roll up the spine. Bring one leg out to the side. And then sitting up nice and tall, we hinge from the hips towards that leg, wherever you can reach. And do a soft stretch. Other side. Starting nice and tall, hinge from the hips. And side stretch. And then gently release. And we'll bring one arm across your body and turn your head away. And then bring that arm up and over. Other side. Across the body, pull it in, turn your head away. Up and over. And interlace behind. Open up the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And release. And coming into a low lunge position, so dropping your hips forward until you feel a stretch all the way up into your hip flexor at the top of your thigh. Good, other side. And release. you enjoyed that. If you did, please subscribe to my channel and follow me on Facebook and Instagram, which is at Explore Discover AU. And I'd love to connect with you soon.